some of the challenges the aftermarket has faced, there's been a lack of trust in aftermarket spare parts for a very long time. We've had prevalence of spurious as well as low quality parts in the market, a lot of low quality imported parts as well coming in. So I think the experience to the end customer has been very different based on where they get serviced. So I think building trust, building consistency has been a big challenge in the aftermarket and something we worked on for many years. The opportunities are almost endless, right? Because I think it's a very fragmented market. So the ability to organize, digitize, I think will really bring scale to the market. And we see, it has been a growing market. We see a lot of opportunity, not just for small players, but also for larger players to help bring the smaller players in a more organized way. So I think that's why we see better quality of service, more consistent quality of service, better products which last longer so that the customer experience is honestly better. And at the end of the day, I think just a better customer experience with the vehicle.
The current challenges, of course, we've got spurious one hand in aftermarket. We don't have the knowledge base in terms of where we want to, communicate. But a lot of gray areas in terms of applications, the vehicle park. So we're trying to structure it together. The challenges are there, and opportunities for that is in terms of the vehicle park, the burgeoning vehicle park, and people wanting a better quality and service at an affordable price. So those with the footprints in geographical areas, into the rural areas, will stand to gain in years to come. I see a lot more opportunities in sensors, in electronics, in diagnostics for the garages. I think a lot of garage equipment will stand to gain. The cost of servicing has to come down, which has to be more affordable to most customers. So I think a lot more indigenous development in that area will push the growth of the segment.
So the first opportunity is that the aftermarket players should work towards enhancing their brand. I think the work on the branding part has not been commensurate with the pace of expansion which has happened in the market. More and more players should spend more time on enhancing their web pages, putting content on that, using digital tools like SEO and SEM, do some notification and WhatsApp marketing, also get into influencing marketing. So there are many marketing tools available today where aftermarket players can enhance their brand in the digital space. The challenges are basically the old, same. There are a lot of fake players, there are a lot of spurious players still operating in the market, and I think they are also taking 5 to 10% of the total share of genuine parts prevailing in the market. I think that challenge is still continuing, and the reason for that challenge to continue further would be that majority of the aftermarket independent players are not interested to pursue these people who are indulging in these kind of spurious sales. There are no raids being conducted, there are no features being put in the packaging, so there are no overt features in the packaging which probably would have reduced the fakes, but I think here we need to work more on that.
So I think that there is a great need for, which I mentioned at the Madras Motor Part Dealer Association, there is a great need for embracing technology. There is a great need for leveraging strengths, getting together, consolidating and reducing costs, reducing obsolescence. One of the major issues that we find with the plethora of vehicles and models is that you have a number of parts that could actually become obsolete and become dead stock. So leveraging technology to make sure that you have less of that and you have better efficient management of inventory, And even if people compete, they can use common infrastructure. Today it's so fragmented, everyone is using their own infrastructure, using their own warehouse, using separate modes of transport. I think there's a lot of opportunity for efficiency there. That I see is the biggest, let's say, gain that we could actually achieve.
The opportunities for aftermarket is humongous. Like in Allied Nippon, we are trying to reinvent ourselves into completely cash and carry business. We are trying to bring to the customer, our distributor, the brand strength of the Allied Nippon, which has a huge traction in the two-wheeler market. The customer as of now does not or is not aware about the PCV products that we are offering on the table. We are really a potential strength in the local market, that is the CV. We have complete ranges of brake pads, and namely Maruti, Hyundai, and even all luxury cars, etc., for which we are bringing, and we are looking after the domestic market, where we are looking forward to some good distributors as of now, and very soon you will see them in the marketplace.
The opportunities which I mentioned is size. Second, geographical reach. The product is there in 700 districts in the country, almost 100,000 villages in the country. So you can get reach. Third is technology. The higher the technology product, tougher is it for a spurious man to make. So you can sell a technology product. These are opportunities. The threats is clear. You don't change, you don't learn, you're not able to adapt to words like digitization, then people don't need you. The other threat is profitability. The threat to profitability is how do you remove layers and layers of distribution or layers and layers of vendors. The flatter you are, the more margin can be spread across the value chain. Otherwise, it becomes tougher.
Challenges mainly cost effective also. The many traders they are importing from China, some parts, fan motors, and selling the low price, which is very challenging for us India. This raw material cost is increasing very highly. Like copper segment is very high now. Aftermarket opportunity mean actually now in the aftermarket the garage people now they are just using only motors. The initial was the complete assembly. Now they are just using these existing parts, which are the initial product OEM parts. Only they are planning using only motors only now. They have started only motors. So the big challenge now is only motor you have to plan for sale in the market. So the plastic part now they are phased out. Maybe it is the main challenge now.